Hello to everyone, welcome. This is IPO Market Watch. My name is Mike and this is a YouTube video about a $5 stock that I feel 99.99% confident that it will go to $10 or higher. I am very bullish on this, extremely bullish. Top bullish sentiment on this one. I am as bullish on this as I was when I made those YouTube videos about Rocket Lab when it was at $4. I am as bullish on this $5 stock when I was calling Lumen Technologies a buy at $3.72. So if you want to stick around and find out what this $5 stock is all about, you'll have to watch the whole video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new or not. So hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and let's get started. Now, before I get started, I got to take something very serious, and I want to address one person who left a comment, and this is probably like the first time I see a comment like that in years, but this one person, one individual, said in my previous YouTube video that you take so long to get to the point, I will never watch another YouTube video again from you. So yeah, it took too long. It was like, well, I think my previous video was like 9 minutes and it was too long to get to the point. So I think that I need to, change everything around. I got to change the way I do my YouTube videos. I got to change the way I do my content. I got to change everything. I got to change my entire channel because, there are some, like trigger happy people, Karen types, and, you got to change everything for them. You got to do it. You got to make them happy. Psych! No, I'm not changing the way I do my YouTube videos. All right, so Lumen. I love Lumen. Yes, I do. I posted this on my Discord. Why not? Why would I not love Lumen, guys? When back on August 5th, 2025, I called Lumen in my Discord a buy at $3.72. And I had also done, for those who are, don't criticize me, oh, it's all about your Discord. It's not. I had also done a YouTube video at around $4 for Lumen Technologies, YouTube, free. You didn't have to be a Discord member, right? So, and where is Lumen today, guys? Today, Lumen is at $9.52. It's awesome. It's great. It's amazing. Huge gains already. And obviously, nothing has changed because a lot of people keep asking me all the time. So I'll say it one more time, like, quit it. I'm not changing my mind. Lumen is a long-term hold. It's not a months, trade thing. It's not a short-term trade for me. It's an investment. At some point, we have to invest, guys. We can't just look only for today. You can't just, come into the stock market and say, I'm only going to day trade. I mean, that's fine. That's what you want to do. That's fine. But I'm an investor. So I'm going to stick around with this company for many years to come. Over on my Discord, we have amazing tools, and I've talked about them many times. Let me show you one more example, and that is our dark pool channel. So we have a dark pool channel that gives us all the dark pool buys and sells that are coming in to the dark pool exchange. I'm not going to explain what the dark pool exchange is. Please look it up. I already talked about it a million times. But we have live data on the dark pool. And back on October 20th, 2026, as you can see here on the left, here's a screenshot. On October 20th, 2025, there was a dark pool buy for ticker symbol RNA at $49. $40.7 million. Somebody spent nearly 41 million bucks, and we knew about it on October 20th, 2025. Ticker symbol RNA at 49 bucks. Maybe, that could have drawn our attention. Why did this person do this? Maybe we could have looked it up, because had we done that yesterday, RNA was at 70 bucks. Yesterday, guys, from 49 to 70. We also have another tool, which is an AI command called TechNerd. According to that AI, it analyzes stocks and gives its opinion if a stock is good to buy, hold, or sell for up to 3 months. And that is called the TechNerd analysis. And TechNerd analysis gave us on October 24, 2025 for ticker symbol CIFR when it was trading at $17.25, an extremely bullish score. Days later, it goes to $20.45. Do you remember this YouTube video thumbnail? Big gains coming soon. This was a YouTube video that I made for Intel. And here is the screenshot of that YouTube video. The title was "This Stock Biggest Turnaround in History." That was the title. I meant what I said. I even said in that YouTube, this was last year in 2024, by the way, and I said in that YouTube video that the US government would save Intel. I did say it. And I had no information at the time that, that would happen. But in 2025, it happened. In my YouTube video, Intel was $20, and yesterday Intel hit $40.24. So what's the point of everything I just said so far? Well, the point is that you should subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on other important videos that I will make, including the one that I am going to talk about this $5 stock today. But also, if you want to, and you don't have to, but if you want to, you can join our Discord/Patreon community, and the link will be in the description of our YouTube video. So this $5 stock, give me a chance to explain what it is. I'm going to tell you what the stock is right now, and that is Hertz Global Holdings. But give me a chance to explain why. Ticker symbol HTZ. The stock ended the day at around $5.37. I personally called Hertz already a buy, and I called it on October 18, 2025 for our Discord members when I posted that I bought Hertz at $5.24. Way back around April, there was a video that came out on CNBC. Let me show you the screenshot of that video. And the video said, Hertz shares jump again in pre-market after Bill Ackman takes big stake in rental car firm. At that time, Hertz was trading at $7.18. For me, $7.18 at that time seemed too much for me. Also the stock had jumped because of the news of Bill Ackman being in it. So I waited, and perfect. It turned out great to wait because I ended up getting in months later at $5.24 in the month of October. Hertz will let customers do entire car buying process online. And someone might say, wait a second, doesn't Hertz already sell through Carvana? So what are you talking about, Mike? That's no, brand new news or anything like that. Well, sort of. You're right, sort of, you're wrong. Hertz will also be selling through its own online platform. And that leads Hertz to something else. Carvana, for example, it's one of the biggest companies in the United States when it comes to buying online automobiles, right? But could there be a huge competitor that would crush Carvana? And if they did, their stock would rise insanely. Well, that's going to be Hertz, and Hertz already partnered. Hertz not only already sells through Carvana, and I don't know how long they're going to continue doing that. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. They've already partnered with Amazon to sell on Amazon, and also through their own platform. They're becoming big, guys. They're becoming big. They're becoming a huge competitor. And in fact, I think in the future, Hertz is going to be number one. It's not just a rental company. It's not like I'm going to go rent a car at Hertz. Hertz enters online car sales in competition with Carvana. This was on Bloomberg News. By the way, in this YouTube video, I'm going to show you something that has to do with options. And big institutional investors are already betting that Hertz this year in 2025 is going to go up very soon, and it's going to go up around $6 to $7. Amazon and Hertz team up to sell used cars online.
Up until recently, one of the very few areas Amazon wasn't disrupting, cars. But now it is making moves. The latest deal is to help sell used cars owned by the rental company Hertz. It could be a boon for Hertz. Shares popped on the news. It could also help Amazon build up what is still a fledgling business.
The largest supply of used cars in the nation, coming from the large rental companies, it can scale and escalate very, very quickly.
Q2 2025, the company said, was its best quarter in 2 years. Hertz has about 560,000 vehicles in its fleet.
They resell a couple 100,000 cars every year just in the U.S. We're talking about several $1 billion worth of inventory.
There are several ways a rental company sells off a fleet. Some cars go into auctions where dealers buy them up. Less than 10% in Hertz's case, but around 15 to 20% for the rest of the industry. Some cars are sold directly to dealers. Hertz sells much of its fleet directly to consumers. It lists cars on its own website, sells online through used car seller Carvana, and lists on sites like AutoTrader and Cars.com. The company has 45 sales locations in the U.S. alone. It also has a rent-to-buy program.
The other thing that I think people should notice is this. The market cap of Hertz is at $1.6 billion, yet the revenue was $8.6 billion. I always find it interesting when we have a market cap that is far below the revenue. Now, of course, like I said, you got to look at more things, profitability and all that stuff. But yeah, it is interesting. So let's go to something that's very interesting, which was on October 14, 2025. So right here, October 14, 2025, we get this news coming into the Discord, and that was Hertz Global Holdings options alert, October 24th. So this is an options alert for October 24th, $6 calls at the ask, 1,025 cents, blah, blah, blah. What does all this mean in case you don't know anything about options? Well, based on that specific options alert, which has taken place, the market expectations for the very short period of time, which means this year for the stock HTZ, is that minimum it goes to $6. The market expects $6 this year. And ideally, around $6.50 and towards $7. I don't know about you, but when I see big institutions putting certain types of options on a stock that signal huge moves to the upside in the short period of time, I expect those to happen most of the times, if not all the times. Those turn out true. Carvana, by the way, is trading at $358 per share when it used to be as low back in 2023, like $7. Around there. Hertz Global breaks into selling cars online to retail customers. Carvana and CarMax should be scared. As the company said, our new e-commerce platform marks a major step forward in modernizing how we serve our customers with a seamless journey from browsing to ownership, stated Hertz Global CEO Gil West. This also marks a critical milestone in executing our strategy to make retail our primary car selling channel. But if you're an investor and you want to get an early start in some stock for a year or two ahead and make huge gains, this might be the stock you want to look at. For me, like I said, Hertz is just like another Lumen that I got in so early and have been making insane gains already. Another Rocket Lab where I got in so early. Rocket Lab, I've made it, I've stated this many times. I've already shown screenshots of my holdings in Rocket Lab in the past. I have 500 shares of Rocket Lab at $4.39. Basically, when I was calling it a buy, I'm still holding those. I'm still holding my Lumen, right? I'm making a lot of money because I'm getting early in these great companies before they start running. And I see the same thing with Hertz, and that's just my opinion. Doesn't mean that you have to agree. Nothing in this YouTube video and nothing about my channel is financial advice. At the end of the day, you have to make your own decisions. By the way, Hertz has earnings coming up on November 4th, 2025. Pre-market, so keep that in mind. I'm bullish on it, right? And even if the earnings are mixed, I don't care. I think the outlook for the 1 year ahead and the 2 years ahead is so bright that it's fine. Ticker symbol HTZ, and there's a lot of things going on, and I hope to have a second part 2 video on this because obviously this YouTube video wasn't a deep dive. Hertz is definitely one of the top most bullish ideas I've come up with. I love this stock, and if you want to have more ideas like that, use our AI commands. We have Stock Wizard with 30 different AI commands to analyze stocks for you, whether it is for the very short period of time or for long term and so on. If you want to join us, it's in the Discord/Patreon. Like I said, the link is in the description of the YouTube video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I wish you guys all the best and take care.